work on today. But just to kind of give you an idea of what this might end up looking like, I have never used this piece before. In fact, I didn't even know it existed, but here you go. That does make it look super smooth. Incredible. Wait, I really didn't know this existed. That's crazy. Oh, wow. Okay, how did I not know that? Anyway, time side. Now inside here, as you can see, there's a bunch of Z fighting going on, but luckily that will all be covered up anyway, so it's fine. Now, of course, we're gonna have to use the other one, because I have to be able to use elevator tracks. Because as you know, we don't have a ton of space to work with here. Look, this is what that would look like. They're not super wide, but it's just such a big track. But I suppose it is kind of nice to have 4 rows next to each other. And then here goes a layout. Obviously, these are all going to be pretty small rooms with cool scenery in it, cool creepy stuff. The typical dark ride idea, to be honest. I am realizing this is not going to fit. It's way too big. I'm guessing we're going to have to go with something smaller. And in that case, one of the only options is the Wild Mouse, because that has a very skinny track, if you will. The only thing's definitely taken a good while, but I do have something fun, I think. Let me just go have a seat and I'll show you what I have. You do need to kind of use your imagination because it's obviously completely plain. There's nothing to it. I guess just imagine a bunch of really nice looking rooms and stuff like that. There. Okay. For now, I'll just leave this open because I have no idea where you actually come in. Damn, this might actually become one of the most complex dark rides I've ever built. Although... Pomegranate! I had to look that up. I did not know what that's called in English. So essentially what I have to do now is just make sure to add rooms on all the spots that I want to have rooms. English! If that didn't make sense, like the video. Then here I think we could have to begin doing the rooms, which is gonna be a crazy lot of work. Let's begin at the beginning, the station. I'll begin with making these openings rounded, arch shape, as you know. And then the same thing on the other side. In here, as we always kind of do the same thing. And now that I found out these pieces exist, let me just use them. Here you go. That is very satisfying. Then we'll go ahead and simply did something like this. And then enable transparency. Oh! Hold on, that is incredible. Let me just do this over the entire wall, or at least an entire row of them like that. Then I also have this, and I'm not sure if that looks... It's a bit bright, maybe, but it definitely has potential. I did just make a slightly darker version. This might look better. Definitely better, but still not... It's a bit too saturated. Okay, last try right here. This has to be it. And... there you go. That is just perfect. Yes. Okay, then maybe just another row of the regular ones on top. Dude, that actually looks crazy. I love how much just a few images can do. And we do need a bit of a fence here because the idea is you come in on this side and go out on this side. You don't ever go behind these poles, essentially. Let's make that something a little bit fancy. And then behind this glass over here, an operator will wave you goodbye. So once again, let's add some simple buttons. There you go. And then that's pretty nice. In there, we'll put a mannequin, which eventually is probably going to be replaced with something else. And like I said earlier, this right here is where you get out. And then naturally, this is where you get in. This, of course, isn't complete without caution stripes. And I completely forgot the train track is still ugly. Let's do something simple like just metal. It's basic, but it's the only thing that makes sense. Then we're gonna make sure people go back to the right after riding to a hole that will appear there magically. Poof! Wow, look at that. Amazing. Also, let me just fix this light. This is hideous. And you already know we're gonna need some torches. Here you go. That is still pretty dark though. But wait a minute. I think this might just do it. Here you go. Oh, I love it! And then a very important step, we need to copy over these giant things to the other side, of course. And the moment of truth, closing the whole thing up. Here you go. So now it is a completely sealed room. This looks so cool, dude. I can't believe I still forgot to fix the actual train colors. Okay, well, let's just do something golden. Fits the rest there. And brown lap bars. Beautiful. Yeah, that is definitely much better of what this is going to look like. The only thing is, I'm gonna have to do this to every single room, and there is a whole bunch of them. Now, for this This is so annoying. This constantly back up. This constantly happens and I have to get all the way back up. Anyway, for this first turn, variety in lightness and some darker ones in between. And then, well, let's go grab it and start using it. Over here. Yes, that does help a little bit. And then the same exact thing on the inside. Praise the Lord for the copy and paste tool. And well, that is, we have to go down along with the track as well. Here you go. Copy it over to the other side. Over to the other side. This is actually crazy setup. Oh no. Then we just have to put the ceiling in as well, like this. Generic for the Egyptian theme. Just some nice scenery, some boxes, some crates, maybe a sarcophagus. I said it right the first time. Let's go. But before doing this is gonna be something else. Wait for it. Wait for it. There you go. Now that I think of it though, let's first fix this corridor as well. So we can do a few rooms at the time with... I'm not even going to repeat what I said. Another pretty basic room. This one is rather a bit larger. And then right after